Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to Revolutionary Wealth Builders, where we bring wealth education to the people. So, I had a quick thought that I wanted to share with you guys about wealth and assets. With the looming Kanye West anti-Semitic allegations, I felt like I wanted to discuss what real wealth is. So, what's trending right now is that Kanye West has lost an enormous amount of his wealth, going from being a billionaire to a billionaire two times over to being worth over 400 million. Well, what happened to Kanye West is similar to what is going to happen to many people. Many people will have a lot of their wealth burn off. It's important that we understand something that is very profound. If a man with the stroke of his pen can take your wealth away or add wealth to your bottom line, then that is not true wealth. If someone can impact your net worth just with a stroke of a pen, that is not real wealth. All wealth are assets, but all assets are not wealth. There are many, many wealthy people in America that their bottom line net worth or bottom line wealth accumulation is nowhere near what is reported. Some of these people are supposedly worth 10, 20, 30, 40 billion dollars, when in reality, their true net worth is only 25% of that. The inflation of the net worth is a power is to attain more power. It is to put certain people in a specific political stratosphere, in a specific economic stratosphere, when in actuality they have not earned nor do they possess that type of wealth. And this goes for some of the wealthiest people that you will ever know and understand. So let's go back to Kanye really, really quick. He was never worth 2 billion. If they could take the wealth away, it was never his in the first place. There are a lot of assets and asset classes that are not real. I'm going to break them down. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds are not real. They're assets. They are not wealth. They don't become wealth until you take them out of the system, turn them into something tangible, meaning turning them into American US dollars, taking those US dollars and buying land, real estate, precious metals, and things that are tangible that you own and control and can pass down to your children. Which brings me to my next point. Wealth is simply this. The definition of wealth is simply this. You own it, you control it, and you can pass it down to your children. It could not have been wealth if it was taken from Kanye that easily, because one of the prerequisites is that you own it, you control it, and you can pass it down. He did not control it. It was not real wealth. Stocks are not wealth. You don't control what the stock market does. You don't control stock until you cash the asset in, turn it into US dollars, and you don't control US dollars because they can hyperinflate away. Once you get rid of the US dollars and you short them and you put them into something tangible, now you have wealth. If you buy a car with the dollars, you have material wealth. If you buy a house with the dollars, you have wealth. That is now wealth. If they can't take Kanye West's car because of his comments, they can't take his home. Those are the things that are real. And it's important that we understand that when the net worth is inflated, it is inflated to give certain people power and prestige. But that is what they call in mainstream economics the wealth effect. You think you have more than what you do, which, let me pivot real quick. Take your home, for example. You buy the home for $100,000. In 5 years, the home goes up to $300,000. That's the wealth effect. Nothing has changed in the community. Nothing has changed with your home, but it tripled in value. Some of that value is not real. And when the real estate market deflates, the value of the home deflates. It's the same thing with these people that are giving these individuals these tags and these monikers of being millionaires and billionaires. They're really not millionaires and billionaires. Those things are digits on a screen. And when they decide to take those digits away from you, then you are no longer a millionaire or a billionaire. They control that narrative. It's not real. Tangible assets over everything. Remember that. If they are not tangible assets, it is not real wealth. It is just digits on a screen or contracts or things that are purported or reported to be wealth. Trust me, if a man can, with the stroke of his pen, add wealth to your bottom line or take wealth away from your bottom line, it's not real wealth. Real wealth goes through a process. You take the assets and you turn them into real wealth. That's the only way it becomes real wealth. That's the only way you really and truly increase your net worth. All of this other stuff that they are discussing is not real. The bottom line is simple. Tangible assets over everything. Tangible meaning you can touch it. You own it, you control it, and you can pass it down. That does not include mutual funds. That does not include ETFs. That does not include Bitcoin. That does not even include paper dollars. That does not include the money in your bank account. You do not control any of that until you withdraw it and put it into something real. You must understand that concept. Having paper dollars does not make you a millionaire. Because when the United States of America decides that they want to completely destroy the dollar, you go from a millionaire to zero. It's only when you take the paper dollars and turn them into something tangible and real that either makes you more money or either creates a form of protection and a layer and a barrier between you and the underlying asset classes. That and then and only then have you transformed those assets into real wealth. Remember, all assets are not wealth, but wealth is an asset. Tangible assets over everything. If Kanye's wealth was real, they would have not been able to take it that easily. Peace and love. This has been Revolutionary Wealth Builders on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this video. Pound the notification bell. Pound that notification bell. Let's see if we can get up to 500 subscribers before the new year hits.